How you doing, everyone? Turkey Buzzard here. Hope you're having a good day. Well, I'm at Hangman's Alley, where I decided to build a huge apartment building, and of course this is what I started with. Of course I did a lot of work to it. I took out this wall here in doorway, put in a guard post, added some turrets in the alleyway, and put up a sign. Now, for being such a small area, this actually ended up being a huge build. As a matter of fact, it ended up big enough that toward the end, my game started occasionally freezing up on me. So I can't build any more here. But I also added a billboard up on the roof. One of the lights is out, I'll have to fix that. Also have a guy painting the wall there. But besides being an apartment building, it's also a restaurant, Anna's Cafe, best food in the fence. Now, although this place might not be the greatest looking, I would think that in this area, it would be considered a safe haven for people who want to come and have a meal and not have to worry about raiders and mutants. Now, just as a point of reference, this area right here, this is where the workbench was, along with that cubby hole and that weird roof. Across the way was that thing there, which is now gone. I moved the workbench and I papered over that cubby hole, but before I did, I put a water purifier in there so that all my water purifiers are all hidden. Put in some booths, set up a buffet here. It was hard shrinking down those melons and putting them in there. But I've got fruits and vegetables and some meats here. Got a customer there having coffee. My butcher is not at work yet. It's early. She may not be here yet. We'll see what happens. Now, this door came from the Master Plan series of mods. Adam's Greatness. Pretty neat doors. I set them up a washer and dryer here so they can do their laundry. That's another one of those cubby holes. I also put a water purifier in that one and papered over it. There's my butcher. I currently have 18 people here, and they all have jobs. Now, this area here, this is where that ladder was going up to the door with a chain on it. Of course, I got rid of the ladder, and I also got rid of that wall and put in a doorway. I'll show you why in a few. Behind that white locker is another water purifier. And of course, this is the other entrance into the building. I want to take you out through this narrow alley out onto the street. Because from here I want to step back and show you what it looked like before I started this build. Of course, this is what it looked like before I started the build. Nothing here. And it was an empty alleyway. So now let's go and see what I did with the place since I actually finished the build. Got a guard up on the roof there, another one here. Of course, turrets in the entrances. And I set up a workshop area with workbenches or whatever. And I showed you this area down here, but I want to check and see if she made it to work. Yep. She made it to work. So all my settlers are busy doing their thing. That's good. It's nice after that last settlement where I couldn't get anybody to do anything. And this goes upstairs to the apartments themselves. Actually, they're not apartments. It's one big apartment building, and people rent beds. Settler in the bathroom there primping. They got a pretty decent kitchen. The appliances aren't the greatest, but you know, you can't have everything. The living room's pretty nice. Got a lady sitting there watching TV. She's a farmer. I don't know why she's here. She'd be tending her crops, but she's not. Not that it really makes a difference. Now I want to run upstairs real quick before I finish down here and show you the roof. Of course, that's the guard over top of the small alleyway. I didn't get rid of everything, but I did get rid of a lot of stuff. It's where I put our crops. We've got 2 people tending crops. Another guard there. But it was tricky building this into this little alleyway, especially since I wanted to incorporate another area into this. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Got beds out here, but this is the main bedroom where the beds are. And this doorway right here is where that ladder was. Now this door, the second you step through it, you're outside the build area. And it takes you into this, I don't know what it is, a shop or a vestibule. But I really liked the looks of this area, so I thought I'd see what I could do with it. So I decided to put like an entryway here. He's actually standing on that wood landing. I couldn't get rid of it. You can see the braces for it there. And I scrapped all that rubble that was in the stairwell. Cleaned this up in here. It all cleaned up very nicely. Added some walls and a door. Set it up for Hangman's Alley Apartments. You know, come in here and rent a bed. Now, I couldn't get rid of the buffet, so I decided to use that. And there was one other thing. This overturned chair, I couldn't get rid of that. So I decided to work around it. I kind of hid it. I can't get settlers to work out here, so I put the mannequin there. And as I said, I had to add this wall and doorway in here. But I think it come out looking pretty nice. And with that apartment sign, same as the other entrance out there, you know, I just thought it was a natural thing. So they could come in here and apply for a bed. But I really like the way this vestibule came out. Now when I scrapped all this rubble, there was no landing there, so I had to put in a landing. And I added another stairway going down. But what's weird is it came down to a wall, which I don't understand. But I got rid of the wall, put a doorway in here. So now there are actually 4 entrances into Hangman's Alley Apartments. And I have 6 guards. The rest of the people all work doing jobs. But I like the way it came out. I think it came out nicely. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button. I always appreciate it when you do. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I always put out new videos every week. But I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.